We're in that final leg of that hair-raising European journey. So will we choose exit from the EU? And if we do, will that be the fast lane to prosperity or to lower growth and more austerity? Paul Johnson and the Institute for Fiscal Studies, judge and jury of the government's financial health, are in no doubt.
We're pretty much in the firing line.
How confident are you that if we leave the European Union, the public finances will get worse?
We will eventually stop paying the £8 billion a year or so membership fee that we currently pay. But secondly, there will be some effect on economic performance, on the size of the economy. There's almost complete consensus that that will be in the negative direction, particularly in the short run.
So although Brexit at the end of EU budget payments would swell the Treasury's coffers by £8 billion a year, this would be more than offset by the impact of a slowing economy because the Treasury would get less tax and would have to spend more on social security, which would increase the deficit or borrowing between £20 billion and £40 billion a year. And that would mean either 1 or 2 more years of austerity or bigger immediate cuts.
How big would those cuts have to be?
To still get to a surplus at the end of this Parliament, you'd probably be looking at cuts of additional 10 to 15 billion pounds over the Parliament.
So perhaps for the first time ever, the PM, who flew overnight to Japan, is thrilled by warnings of a possible big future squeeze by his government.
The Institute for Fiscal Studies is the gold standard in independent, impartial economic forecasting and commentary in our country. It's accepted by every political party, and they couldn't be clearer that leaving the European Union will be bad for growth, bad for our economy, bad for jobs and bad for families' finances.
One of his own Treasury ministers begs to differ.
This is rehashing the absolutely ridiculous assumptions that have been put into other economic models. And I just think people are growing tired of hearing this endless kind of plague of frogs.
Join in. And the IFS isn't going to stop this bloke from tunnelling out.
It's another taxpayer-funded and EU-funded organisation using our money to tell us what we should think. Outrageous.
What's the last stop for the Great British Bus? Well, on this mystery tour, we won't know for a few weeks yet.